What's up guys, Ryan here. Thank you for joining me for a new video. I'm gonna keep it real in this one. We may have a problem. Now you guys know, if you subscribe to my channel, you know that I'm a big fan of Printful. It is my print-on-demand production partner of choice for a number of reasons. And I get in depth about those in other videos. Today, we just need to get real about something that's gonna affect all of our print-on-demand businesses. And that is that not only are they having issues with the time it takes to get products out, but they're facing a new issue now, and that is supply chain breakdowns. They're running out of stock of more products than you know. Now, I sell a lot of, mainly t-shirts and hats. Those are the big two product types that I sell through Printful. And when it comes to hats, like there's a lot of variations. I mean, there's a lot of t-shirt variations as well, but what I've been finding lately is that a lot of the hats that I sell, certain colors of a specific hat type are sold out, and that puts me in a really tough spot, especially when the sales come through Amazon where you can't have a high order defect rate. So we need to get real about what to do with this situation, and in this video I want to kind of give you some real examples that have been affecting my business in a negative way, and then talk about how I've gone about fixing them. So I'm gonna go jump on my computer and we can get started. Thanks again for joining me, guys. This video is important because I'm seeing a bit of a scary trend where Printful is running out of stock of various variations of certain product types. So real quick, before I dive into things, let me introduce myself for the new viewers. My name's Ryan Hogue. I've sold over $1.7 million on Amazon to date, some of it through the Printful integration. If you'd like to follow the links in the description, I've got a free 8-day mini course delivered via email. I also run a print-on-demand Facebook community on Facebook. I would love to have you there. And I publish income reports on the first day of each month. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you can follow along with my progress as a print-on-demand seller. Last but not least, I have an over 70 lecture print-on-demand course, constantly expanding it. It's basically multiple courses rolled up into one. If you're looking to make as much money as possible as a print-on-demand seller and hit the fast forward button, it is available, link in the description. I'm also here to answer your questions. So recently, Printful had some bad news for me. And I'm not going to lie, this is not the first time I saw this email, but one of my best-selling products, this Yupong flat bill hat, it's out of stock for the red variant. And the thing is, I don't know when it's going to come back in stock. So I'm faced with a big challenge, because if I go into my Amazon Seller Central and look up how many different variants of this, I don't want to say variants, but I have different designs on them. And then every time I push it to Amazon through the Printful integration to create a new listing, I don't usually just sell the red, but you see up here all the colors. I check all the colors except the white one, because I'm usually selling the white embroidery. But this is a big seller for me, so I'm a little bit scared. I didn't feel compelled to make this video when it was less popular product variations, and I'm going to show you some towards the end of the video, but I didn't feel compelled to make a video and sound off the alarm when that was the case. But when I see a top seller like this one sold out, I felt like I needed to say something. So this is the flat bill Yupong 6007 red cap. This is one of the best selling hats, not just for me, but for Printful. I think that's why it's sold out at the moment. And when you see that it's sold out, this isn't just Printful not doing their job. I trust the people at Printful. I've never seen this hat run out. I've seen more random products that are probably low volume sell out before, and it's never been that big of an issue. But this one is probably signaling to me that there's supply chain breakdown. If you've subscribed to my channel, by the way, a couple months ago, I told you about an Amazon FBA product that I sold $15,000 of in a single day. And when I tried to reorder that, because of course I went out of inventory pretty quickly, when I tried to reorder it, the supplier took my money and then said, oh, by the way, 2 weeks later, by the way, we ran out of the raw material to produce your full order. We can only produce about a third of it. Well, lucky for me, I had only paid them the 30% deposit for that order, and it's a supplier I've worked with, so it's not like I was getting scammed or anything like that. It wouldn't have been a problem, but I was like, oh, okay, perfect. I've sent you 30% of the money. You've produced 30%. That's pretty even, and then it worked out. But it's not good for Printful, who I'm sure buys these in crazy high quantity, because they've fulfilled over, if you look at the bottom of Printful's website at the footer, they update how many products they've fulfilled, and they've fulfilled over 20 million. So I'm sure a lot of them were this hat. Anyways, you get the point. I'm a little bit worried when things like this start selling out. So I got a little bit more bad news. It's not just red hats, but my Amazon store, when I look at Printful and I look at my list of stores, it's Uh-oh, 296 items are out of stock. That is no bueno. Also, by the way, I just hit my mic. Just wanted to make a quick note. I'm upgrading my mic. I dropped $600 on a new setup. I'm just waiting for the last piece to get here. And then I can stop like clanging and punching my mic and doing the loud P noises. So I apologize. I do see your guys' comments when you say that. And that's what made me spend all that money. So hopefully by next week it'll be set up. Anyways, 296 items out of stock. That is no bueno. And I went to the COVID update page on Printful. They stopped being as transparent about everything. Like, for instance, I couldn't find any good resource on how to keep up with like what products are in stock and out of stock and when we can project that they will be restocked. And there's no point in going to the support. Printful support, I love them. I think they do a great job, but like they're going to give you a canned generic response. They're not going to be able to tell you what specific SKU is going to be restocked on what date. So I didn't bother doing that. But they say they're working closely with their suppliers to ensure they have adequate stock levels. COVID-19 is impacting the entire industry and supply chain because, guys, it's not just that it's breaking down supply chains due to, lots of different reasons. We can save that for another day. But it's also forced a lot of demand to online. So it's Printful, they said like 2 months ago, they're seeing Black Friday volume in April and May. You know what I mean? So they're seeing a massive surge in demand, and also supply chains are being stretched. So it's a weird time to be alive, man. It's tough, and I trust they're doing their best job, but they've already found backup people to fulfill posters, poster frames, etc. Hopefully they can find one for this hat. So one thing I wanted to point out though is you see that right now when you go to, I should have highlighted where to, okay, I think I have it later in my presentation, but if you go to Printful and you are going to the add product wizard, and it starts with what's your product type? Hats. What hat do you want to do? Yupong flat bill. What color? On that screen right there where you can select the colors, it says check stock and availability. If you click that, you can see this chart. Now, as you can see here, it looks like black and royal blue are in stock, and the other ones say stocked on demand, which is, I never really understood actually when I see that. Like typically when I see that, I'm not worried. But you saw the email that I got. Red is out of stock. That says stocked on demand. It doesn't say out of stock, but it's out of stock. So it's not doing me any favors if it says stocked on demand. I'm demanding that it be fulfilled, and it's not being fulfilled, obviously. So this is obviously a dilemma that I'm in. So I'm looking for backups. I checked Printify first. I don't like using Printify as my primary print-on-demand production partner. Maybe I'll redo my video comparing production partners because it's been a while since I dropped one. But I've used Printify. I used to use them for like 5% or so of my Etsy listings. So I have some extensive experience with them. I've probably sold a couple $1,000s through Printify. It's just not my favorite as far as production partners go. And maybe I'll do another video on that. I can revive that video and compare it against some additional production partners. Anyways, they do offer the unisex flat bill, very similar. But down there where it says the colors, they only have 6 base colors, and none of them are the flat red. So that is not going to help me. On to the next one. Guten. I've been loving Guten lately. Hopefully Guten has hats. I go to Guten, I go to product catalog in the navigation, and then it takes me to this nice prompt here, and I type HAT. Boom, no results. So unfortunately, they are not, because Guten, they actually farm the work out. They're a little bit of a middleman similar to Printify, and they're not working with anybody doing hat embroidery. So I am out of luck. That's why I put the crying emoji. Who's up next? Applic. I don't even know how to pronounce that. APLIIQ. Google very kindly recommended them to me. So I went through the whole product creation wizard for Applic, and I got to the end and I was like, all right, I'm not going to make any money on this order because the fees and everything, it was basically exactly what I collected from the customer minus about $2. So I was actually going to lose money, but hey, at least I'm not going to, and you guys are like, lose money. Guys, when you're in like a little pinch like this, if you only lose $1 or $2, but you keep your Amazon order defect rate, you don't increase it because you just farm the order out to a secondary production partner. That's best case scenario in my mind. Unfortunately, even though I have extended my handling times to Christmas level handling times because of the surge that we saw in May, I might have even revived that video where I walk you through how to do it in Amazon Seller Central at scale. Because like I said, I have over 10,000 listings. I need to do it via basically a CSV import. It's the only way. But it can be done. It's not that, I mean, it is a little bit complicated. That's why I do tutorials for you. It's also in my print on demand course. But September 16th, right? So I'm recording this video on August 6th, and I think I was doing this yesterday. So yeah, that was basically, what is that? Like 6 weeks, 7 weeks, something like that. Not going to work. Even though my handling time is set to 6 weeks, believe it or not. I still get sales, obviously. Check my income reports. I mean, it's not really affecting anything. It's better to under promise, over deliver, right? Keep your account safe. All right, Spreadshirt, are you going to be able to bail me out of this bad spot that I'm in? Because fortunately, they do hat embroidery, and they've got I don't know if it was the exact same hat, but they have a very similar red flat bill snapback hat. Well, look at that. Standard shipping. Now, I didn't put the full price in the screenshot. I probably should have. But yes, they have the hat. They can get it to the customer within the next, basically 2 weeks, because it was about August 5th. I'm looking at my other monitor. It was August 5th when I was looking, and the shipping date was based on the August 5th order. So if I place the order on August 5th, put my customer shipping info there, Spreadshirt will create it, send it to the customer, and I think I would basically just about break even after Amazon deducts their fees, and I pay Spreadshirt the $7 shipping plus the production for this product. So fortunately, the red flat bill snapback cap, I'm okay. But there are a lot of different product types that I sell, and this is not the only one, again, that's out of stock. Now, I don't want this video to go on forever, but I do want to show you a couple examples on Printful of where they're letting me push new products to Seller Central and to any of my stores that integrate with Printful. For instance, this distressed dad hat. I really like this one because its price point is actually $1 lower than all the other dad hats. So, and it sells really well. People love their distressed dad cap. I don't know why they like it so much. Obviously, I like my little snapbacks here that I can put on backwards, but this one is about $1 price, like base cost, lower than the rest. And everything looks fine, right? There's no messages here telling me that something's out of stock, but you see where it says stock availability in the left-hand column. It says stocked in the USA, all products ship worldwide, fulfillment location, blah, blah, blah. It says stock availability. So if you click that, they have the chart. Navy is out of stock. So, and this is, I already knew this because I had sold a Navy one, maybe even multiple, actually. Yeah, I did. I sold multiple. I was selling like, yeah, I'll go ahead and give you guys the niche if you want one. It was, and I'm going to keep it generic though. Political. All right. It was a political hat, and it was a blue distressed dad hat for, I think, pro Joe Biden. You know, very generic stuff. I'm not going to get rich selling those, but I'm getting some sales. Anyways, I had to reach out to the Joe Biden people and say, "Oh man, thanks for the sale." Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you how to do this, but I'm going to give you a little teaser here. Thanks for the sale. I really hope that Joe Biden gets, you know what I mean? Like, stroke their ego. It's a pro Joe Biden hat. Let me say, hope Joe Biden gets elected, regardless of if I actually want Joe Biden elected or not. You get what I'm saying? I'm playing ball here. I'm trying to keep them happy. And then I say, "Oh, but the hat is so popular from the Joe Biden voters that we ran out of stock. Can I give you a different color?" You get what I'm saying? So we got to do something like that. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. But also the bucket hat. This one is also out of stock, not just in black, but also in white. So in this case, navy is the only color that's in stock. Black and white are both out of stock, yet it doesn't tell me that it's out of stock. And what's weird is that in Printful's UI, there were times where it does tell me right above the colors, above where it says choose colors, in red, it says that it's out of stock, and it says please choose another color. But it's like weird. It's there half the time and not there the other half. I don't really understand it. So, I mean, again, I love that their web developers do such a good job with their website, but I can't explain these inconsistencies. But we come down to check availability, and black and white are out of stock, so that's not good. And again, you kind of are faced with a choice depending on how many listings you have. If you're like me and you have a bunch, you know, what to do. Do you delete them? Do you try to disable them? Disabling them, more of a manual process, so I'm not really trying to do that. Anyways, here is how, if you're selling on Amazon, I'm going to walk you through this workflow really quickly. You can try to save face with your customers. All right, so go into Seller Central, go to Orders, go to Manage Orders. From here, in the top right corner, it says Search, and the default is Order ID. So I grab the Order ID, copy, paste, hit Search. Next thing you know, it pulls up the customer info. Now, I went ahead and I faked this customer's info, so I'm not doxing anybody, giving out their personal info, so this is fake. But what you can do here is the name of the customer, it's linked. If you click that, you're able to message them. So click confirm order details, assuming that you want to try to get them to pick another variation. If you are refunding them, then obviously click courtesy refund. Or if you have a problem with the order, click that one. Anyways, I click confirm order details. Then I go ahead and I, tell them whatever it is that they want to hear to make them not mad at me. Because you know how Amazon customers can be, very entitled. That's how Jeff Bezos wants it. That's why all the customers go to Amazon. So I get it. You got to play ball. But yeah, say whatever you need to say to hopefully convince them to let you switch out the product. If they ordered it in blue, maybe you can get it to them in black. You get what I'm saying? Also, if you never hear back from them, you got to cancel the order. So it just is what it is. You got to cancel the order. Or deliver it, right? But if you deliver it super late, they're going to get pissed and they might reach out to you and, or even worse, go to Amazon and cause a problem. You know what I mean? Stir the pot. So anyways, just got to be mindful of this stuff. I usually just keep when Printful sees the orders, they email you every time they see an order come through. What I do is I flag that email and I do not let it go away. And I like to keep my inboxes clean. So when I see something there that's like not going away, I never forget like, oh yeah, that order has a problem. So until it's fixed, it's going to sit there. And that way I don't forget. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any suggestions, feedback, if you got an opinion, or you have some good production partners to recommend that I didn't talk about in this video as backups for hat embroidery or hats, if you've run into similar problems, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Also, if you made it till the end, all I ask, let the YouTube algorithm know that you liked it enough to watch the whole video. Hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, it would be awesome if you wanted to hit the subscribe button. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon.
Passive Income School is open. Enroll now at RyanSmethod.com. Thank you.